What's the problem you're having in your business?
My immediate problem seems to be getting getting on the map in the sense of people understanding who I am, what I offer, and am I even available.
Okay, so if I'm understanding what you're saying, it's no one in your local market knows that you exist or what you do.
I wouldn't say nobody, but it's just very small.
Okay, so let me rephrase. Very few people in your local market know what you do and how to work with you.
Exactly.
Okay? How is your business today? What kind of client load are you seeing in a given week? How many sessions?
Give or take, it's about 15.
15 sessions per week?
Yeah, I got about 9 clients right now, and that's varied between 2 sessions. It's averaged about 2 sessions per client, give or take.
Well, average is less than 2 sessions if you got 9 and you're doing 15, right?
Correct. So there's 1 or 2 that only has 1.
Okay. 9 clients, 15 sessions. What do you charge them per session, Eric?
At this point, I'm charging $100 per session. I brought clients on at a different rate before making a improvement to that rate. So I'm playing catch up in terms of getting that to average out.
Okay, so what's your blended average now? You're charging 100 for new clients. What are you bringing in on average for those 15?
For those 15, it's probably going to be around 65 to 70, realistically.
All right, so let's just go with 70. So what you're looking at then is 70 times 10 is 700. You're making about $1,050 a week. Is that right? About $1,000 a week?
Pretty close.
Didn't know I was a mathematician, did you?
I did. It's making me very impressed.
I appreciate it.
Shut out numbers quicker than I could do.
I aim to impress, Eric. That's what I'm here for. All right, so you're doing about $1,000 a week right now. And how many of the 9 clients are under $100 per session?
3/4.
Okay, so you got 7 clients who are roughly, what, $65 a session? 765? Or
It's
700?
going to average out to that, but
Right.
I have a few that are 85, a few that are 65, 60. Yeah.
Okay, so 765 and 2 are at 100?
Correct.
Okay, how many days per week are the 7 who are training with you? Let me back up. Who are the 2 that are training with you once a week? How much are they paying per session?
Say that one more time for me, Sean.
You said there's 2 people training with you once a week. Everyone else trains twice. Yeah?
Correct. Yep.
The 2 people training once, what are they paying per session?
85.
Okay. Okay. The ones who are paying 100, how many of them do you have?
2.
How many times a week are they training?
2.
Okay. All right. So what I'm hearing you say is you have another 5 clients who are training for less than $65 a session. That's what the math works out to, yeah?
It's going to be pretty close.
Yep. So I have 4 sessions per week that are $100. I have 2 sessions a week that are 85. That's 6 of my 15 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I have 9 more sessions that are priced below the 65 that we need to. That's our average now. You follow me there?
I do.
Okay. And each of those people, with 2, like the exception of 2, are training with you twice a week.
Correct.
Okay. So we have 1, 2. Sorry, 2 are 85. That's 4. It's actually only 7 sessions. So you have 2 more people who are training twice a week and 2 who are training once. What is your hesitancy to bringing everybody up to the $100? What would happen if you did that?
I'd probably lose quite a few.
Well, the reason I'm asking you this question, Eric, is because you're describing your problem as a marketing problem, but I don't think that your problem is actually a marketing problem. It's a pricing problem, which is leading you to feeling like you have a marketing problem because it means you need to go out and get more clients. You're charging $100 per session. How much do you get to keep on that 100, Eric? Meaning, are you paying a landlord? Are you paying a gym?
Current situation, no. It's a blessing and a curse. I'm off the beaten path, but
Yep.
due to that, I don't have to pay rent.
What is your number of dollars per week that you would like to be able to make, or per year that you would like to be able to make, where you'd say, okay, I don't actually want to put any attention on marketing. I just want to do a great job for my clients. Where would you need to be financially to do that?
Realistically, I would have to be around 7 to 8. Obviously, it'd be more than that would be my goal.
7 to 8 what?
7 to 8,000. Did you say per month?
Yeah, sure, whatever increment you want.
Yep.
So we need to be between 85 and 100K.
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, so that's where you need to be in right now. You're at about 50 to 55K.
Correct.
Okay. So now the first thing we need to talk about is you're describing this as a marketing problem. The first thing this is a pricing problem. Because you're already giving service for less than other people are paying you. Do you follow me there?
I do.
So you have, of your 9 clients, 7 of them are paying you less than 100. If every session you charged went to 100, how many people would stop training with you? Let's ask this differently. How many people would train with you less often but would still train with you? So right now they're paying $60 twice a week. They've obviated, they have a $120 a week budget. How many of them would just train with you once a week for $100?
Realistically,
They don't lie to
I
me.
think I would lose. I can picture right off the top of my head. I would definitely lose 3. That wouldn't make it. It wouldn't matter. Once or twice, it would just be a deal breaker.
What?
Other than that, I could probably convince a couple of the other ones that are doing twice a week to do once for 100.
Well, hold on. Why would it be a deal breaker if they're already spending more than $100 a week to spend $100 a week?
I come from a group fitness class,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 of those clients came with me. So
But they're already
I-
but they're already spending more than $100 a week with you, right?
the 2 of them are, yeah, yep, 2 of them are.
So
So
they're
you're saying condense it to 1?
condense it to one session for $100. What are those? Think about those 2 right now. What are they paying?
They're paying 120, 130.
Okay, so they're 60 and 65 respectively.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so going down to 100 for one session a week wouldn't be good for them?
I see your point.
And you, like, listen, I don't recommend doing this long term, but would you feel aligned in providing them with 2 other days a week of program design that they could follow? That you just copy, paste, and progress or regress depending on how they perform, so that it doesn't feel like a loss of value, it actually feels like an increase in value for less money?
Personally, I do have one, I call him a hybrid client that I do that for. My goal is to eventually phase out of that.
Okay. So then you wouldn't want to offer it. That's fine. So we go down to $100 per session. They each train once.
Okay?
So now you lose $50 per week, but you don't lose any clients.
Gotcha.
Do you follow me there?
I follow.
So if everybody gets price corrected to $100 and you look at your real numbers, how many people are spending less than $100 with you per week right now?
How many of my current clients are spending less than $100 per week?
Yes.
It would be just 1.
Okay. And how many times a week? So they're training once a week for 60 to 65 bucks, yeah?
85. It's one of the 85s.
Okay. So the likelihood that that person bumps up to 100 is higher than a 60, yes?
Correct.
Okay. So give your clients the benefit of the doubt that they want to pay appropriate price for your services, which are, I don't know where in Tennessee you are. You said Tennessee, right?
Just outside Nashville.
You probably could warrant 125 to 150 for a session. So they're still getting a discount. If all of your people went to $100 a session and you reduce your sessions from 15 sessions per week down to even 10 sessions per week, you follow my math here? You lose 5 sessions per week.
Yep, I follow you.
You make the same amount of money.
Okay, yeah.
So now you have an additional 5 hours per week with which you can market. The next client that you get ideally would come from a client you already have. What I recommend you do for them, instead of worrying about having everybody in Nashville know who you are, make it easy for your clients to refer. A simple way to make it easy for your clients to refer is to take the money out of it for them. What you can do is you can create once a month opportunities where you will educate friends of your clients on how to resolve problems that they are dealing with that you've already solved for your clients. So let's say, for example, you help people overcome chronic pain, or you help people lose weight, or you help people get jacked, whatever it is. Their friends have already talked to them about working with you. You know that they have, they know that they have. But they aren't salespeople, they're not going to sell you. They're already uncomfortable paying you in some cases. Do you follow me?
I do.
And in some cases, they're embarrassed and they don't want to tell their friends how much they can afford. You create a $20 to $50 one night per month workshop where you're going to work 5 to 10 people who are friends of your clients through the solutions to their problems in a small group. And then from that small group, you can upsell them into working with you one-on-one. If you had 15 people working with you twice a week, you would be overloaded.
Correct.
You don't need all of Nashville to know who you are. You need enough people to know who you are at the right price to have a business that you love.
Fair.
This is how you do it.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure.